Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chesterton's Jest, where we keep a critical eye on faith and culture, especially within the Catholic Church today. In an age where even church teachings seem to be shifting, we're here to explore and question the ideas and changes that challenge timeless truths. Through thought-provoking, often humorous perspectives, we aim to bring clarity to conversations others might avoid, holding fast to orthodoxy with the courage to question what feels off track. If you would like to join us as we dig deeper into the faith with reverence, wit, and a touch of Chestertonian insight, you can support this channel by gently pressing the like, share, and subscribe buttons in that order, and we thank you for your support. And now, without further ado, the Catholic case for the Second Amendment. Chapter 1. Of Swords and Plowshares. We are told that in the golden age to come, swords shall be beaten into plowshares. But I have noticed that in every golden age we have actually known, there was always someone who kept a sword sharp in the shed, just in case. The man who beats his sword into a plowshare is a wise man, but the man who forgets how to make a sword is a fool. For peace, without the memory of war, is not peace at all, but a dream from which you will be rudely awakened. Chapter 2. The right to be dangerous. Every human being is dangerous. That is not a defect in God's design. That is the very dignity of man. God could have made us tame, like cattle in a field, incapable of sin and incapable of greatness. Instead, He made us free. And freedom means you can build a cathedral or burn it down. The modern reformer wants the cathedral without the fire, the liberty without the risk. But freedom without danger is like virtue without temptation. It's not a victory, it is a vacuum. Chapter 3. St. Peter's Sword. When the mob came for Christ, Peter drew his sword and swung, and our Lord said, "Put it back." He did not say, "Throw it away." There is a deep Catholic sense in this. We do not destroy the thing merely because it can be misused. We discipline it. We baptize it. The sword in Peter's sheath was not an idol, nor was it an outlaw. It was a tool waiting for the right moment, which is the moment God chooses. Chapter 4. The Law and the Thief. The burglar has always been a believer. He believes your property ought to be his. The state, in theory, exists to contradict him, but the state cannot be in every street, behind every door, or at every bedside. And when the thief is on the staircase, and the state is 3 miles away, it is not the government who must speak to him. It is you. The Second Amendment is simply the law's recognition of that moment. Chapter 5. The Poor Man's Equalizer. In the age of kings, the nobleman had his guards. The poor man had a stick, or a pike, or a musket. This was justice of the most practical sort. The wolf might have teeth, but so did the sheepdog. Disarm the common man, and you have not created peace. You have merely created prey. A society where only the criminal and the constable carry arms is a society that has forgotten that a man is neither of those things until he chooses to be. Chapter 6. Mercy and the Means of Force. We are told to turn the other cheek, and indeed we should, when the blow is meant for us alone. But when the blow is meant for the widow, the orphan, or the child in your care, then to do nothing is not meekness, it is malice. Mercy is not a refusal to act. Mercy is the will to protect without hatred, and protection for the ordinary citizen requires not only virtue, but the means by which virtue can be made visible in the world. Chapter 7. Against the Utopia of Padlocks. The great fallacy of the age is that if you remove the weapon, you remove the sin. But it is not the sword that is proud, it is the man. It is not the pistol that is greedy, it is the heart. Abolish every firearm on earth, and you will not have abolished violence. You will have merely altered its technique. The idea that men can be made good by making them weak is the oldest and silliest superstition on record. Chapter 8. A Matter of Stewardship. God has given you your life, your family, your home, and your neighbor's trust. Stewardship is not passive. The shepherd does not merely pray for the sheep, he carries a staff. The Second Amendment, rightly understood, is not an invitation to vengeance, but a recognition of duty. If you are called to guard what is good, then you must have the means to guard it. To forbid the means is to forbid the duty itself. Chapter 9. The Romance of the Armed Man. Our age imagines that romance is for poets and swords are for soldiers. The truth is that a free man with the means to defend himself is living the oldest romance of all, the romance of the citizen who is neither master nor slave. St. Joan rode with a banner in one hand and a sword in the other. The modern man, if he is to remain free, must keep in his house not only bread for the hungry, but the readiness to face the wolf. Chapter 10. The Freedom to Love Your Neighbor. At the last, the Catholic case for the Second Amendment is not about the love of weapons. It is about the love of persons. It is the freedom to meet evil not only with prayers, but with the power to restrain it. It is the belief that man, made in the image of God, is worthy of both trust and responsibility. And responsibility without the means to fulfill it is like a commandment without the grace to obey it, an impossible burden and a very bad joke. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video and share our passion for defending the true faith with a touch of humor, be sure to head over to chestertonsjest.com and check out our collection of gourmet, flavored coffees that smell like sanity, hand-poured candles with scents like sacred space, and graphic tees and hoodies bold enough to make a modernist flinch. Every purchase directly supports the research, production, and fearless commentary you see here at Chesterton's Jest. So if you believe in what we're doing, don't just watch. Stand with us, light a candle, sip the roast, wear the fight, and of course, smash that like button. Share this video with your fellow troublemakers and subscribe so you never miss an episode. As Chesterton once said, a madman is not someone who has lost his reason. A madman is someone who has lost everything except his reason. So, let's keep our reason and our faith intact together. Thanks for listening. God bless you and may the good Lord be praised.